Hi everybody, this is Boog Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Neca Ultimate Universal Monsters Bride of Frankenstein figure. So before we take a look at the bride, let's take a look at the accessories that she comes with. So first up, she comes with two pieces of hanging wrappings that you can put on her arms. If I remember right, she only had these wrappings hanging off of her right arm. But these look really nice. These are just open, so you kind of just slide them on like that, but they stay on really well. Up next, she comes with a set of open hands. Up next, she comes with these closed hands. These are more reminiscent of when she's first being created. Up next, she comes with her bandaged up head, and that looks very nice. The safety pins are sculpted and painted very nicely, and you could actually take that off to reveal her eyes underneath, and I think that looks amazing. Up next, she comes with her iconic screaming head sculpt, and wow, this looks good. Neca did an amazing job with this. The likeness to Elsa Lanchester is amazing. It looks really lifelike. The hair is sculpted really nicely and painted very nicely. And just all of the details, like the shading there around the eye. You can even see the cuts right there along her chin and the side of her face. That just looks really good. Neca did an amazing job on that. So now let's go ahead and take a closer look at her regular head sculpt. As I said, Neca did an amazing job on these head sculpts. The likeness to Elsa Lanchester is eerily lifelike. It just looks so good. I like all the different shading that you get there on the face. If you look, the neck even has scarring on it, so they actually painted that on even though you really won't see it. You'll really just see the side there on the right. But if you move her head up, you will see that. So that is very awesome. Neca definitely went above and beyond with this figure. She has a very, very nice fabric. I guess you'd call it dress. It's made of a very nice material, and it drapes very nicely on the figure. It looks really good, and it's very, very long too. I was surprised at how long it is. On the back here, it laces up. If you want, you just pull these strings to make it a little bit tighter, but I do leave it loose because to switch the heads out, you actually pop the whole neck off there. And as you can see, if it's very tight, the fabric gets caught underneath that neck peg there, and I don't want the material to fray. Oh, as you can see, I got just a little bit underneath there. So yeah, definitely be careful with that whenever you're switching the heads out. The soft goods are removable, so you can see all of that nice sculpt detail to her wrappings. I do wish they would have had a black wash over top of them. I think that would have looked really nice. But it is sculpted very nicely, and you do get the safety pins sculpted and painted on right there, and that looks very nice. This is a very nicely sculpted figure. Another complaint that I have is she doesn't have peg holes in her feet. She is kind of tricky to stand. I think it's mainly because of this heavy head sculpt with this big hair. But yeah, she definitely should have had a peg hole and a base. That way it would be easier to get her to stand. So now let's go ahead and go over her articulation. She has a ball-jointed head that can look up just a little bit. She can look down all the way. She can move her head side to side. She has ball-jointed shoulders that can only move out that far. The right side doesn't move up as much as the left side does. She has single jointed elbows that can bend in that far, swivel thrusts that can move side to side and up and down, a ball jointed diaphragm that can move back just a little bit, can crunch forward just a little bit, and move side to side. She has hips that can just about do a complete split. She can kick forward that far, back that far. She has a little bit of a thigh swivel, single jointed knee that can only bend back that far, and swivel with the ankle that can move down, up, and a nice ankle rocker. So now let's do a size comparison. So for the only size comparison, here she is next to Frankenstein, and we're actually going to be getting a Bride of Frankenstein figure very soon. I think it's supposed to be coming this fall, so I am very excited for that. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this up, because this has to be one of my favorite Universal Monsters figures. The likeness and the sculpt detail is amazing on this. Neca did an outstanding job on that likeness, and this is definitely one of my top 10 figures of this year. Neca really went above and beyond with this figure. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.